Night. Oh, man. Apparently, Michael can hear my fan in the background, which means you all, audience, can hear it in the background, which means I'm going to have to suffer through wearing this large, fluffy hat in 85-degree weather, but that's okay. Man, it's hot. I think I can see the sweat on my face. Holy shit.
Why do you have to live in the tropics?
85 degree. Man.
Yeah, that's hot.
Born
For this
down
time
here.
of year especially.
It's super humid outside. Living near a swamp. Yes, the reason you hear no fan is because I turn it off, Antipote.
Yeah, it's super humid at the moment here as well, but that's because it's, raining and snowing. And there's a nice storm going on. 85 degrees. I don't know how you can live in that.
Listen, you're from Iceland. I don't expect you to understand. I feel like Iceland should have a reverse Cool Runnings. Or Icelandic dudes have to compete in some Jamaican dominant sport that involves lots of heat.
But isn't it Iceland and Greenland that kind of share or swap the implications of the name?
Yes, the interiors of their countries are completely different than the name you would suspect they were.
Yeah. But it's still cold. But we'll like it that way.
They're named for their coastlines, not for their interiors. All right. So, you're picking up this scarf.
Yes.
You have a scarf.
You should
Does
put
it
your
feel like
holy water on it.
Does it
It
feel
might
like
be
a
the
normal
source
scarf?
of the curse.
It feels like a scarf.
I will indeed go into my adventuring gear, pull out a holy water, and douse it in holy water.
Okay, you douse it in holy water. You've slightly ruined the scarf. I mean, it's definitely going to stain. So, I mean, the scarf is made up of, like, ethereal material, but when you pour stuff on it, it actually does leave a stain behind. You know, it's like a glowy, white, diaphanous material scarf. I think that's the right word, right? Diaphanous?
I don't know.
I have no idea. So,
Diaphanous, light, delicate, and translucent. Boom! It's exactly the motherfucking word I wanted!
Good job. You know what, Arthur? Take XP in real life.
So, I always say you learn something new in graduate school every day. You've just taught me my new thing for the day, Arthur. Thank you.
Because we're getting close to the end of the day. I feel like you were getting shot clock there.
Well, you saved me. You
Time
saved
was
me, buddy.
running out.
So thank you.
All right. What do you want to do?
I'd like to know if Frederick William Mayfield the 14th and his magical powers can tell me what the hell this is I'm looking at.
I don't know. Let me, Did that roll? Yes, discern realities on that.
Okay. Yes. You can ask one question.
Does this scarf... What is the relationship between this scarf and the ghost?
Nope.
What?
You get to ask one of the discern realities questions, friend. That's right. They're very specific.
I'm muted. I have to go look in the book. Hang on.
That's okay. Because it's so warm, I'm actually listening in my head to Inspector Jamaica Man. No, Jamaican Inspector Man from the Psych musical. Jamaica, Jamaican Inspector Man.
So you've actually managed to get Electric Avenue out of your head? I haven't.
I like how Hades played Electric Avenue for you guys as a giant fuck you at the end of the campaign. I felt that would be a nice touch.
What should I be on the lookout for?
What should you be on the lookout for? That's a good question. Probably all those people that were in their houses returning. I mean, clearly there's something going on here, and they're gonna be back.
They're under... Well, if it is the curse thingy, then let's just make sure they're never in pairs of twos. Right?
Yeah. Because that's clearly what happened here. They were in a pair.
If you say so. I don't know anything about this.
Okay,
But-
what do you want to do now?
Can you?
So-
Let's go try and find people and make sure they're not in pairs of two.
But
let's
you
go
still
to-
didn't really answer the question, though. Dude, what can you tell me about this scarf?
Red
Could
will
I
try to discern
Spout
reality.
lore on that?
You can spout lore on it, but let's have Red discern realities. All right, Red, you get one question.
What here is not what it appears to be.
This scarf is a magical item.
Oh, okay.
It's also partially made up with the essence of the ghost.
I think this is magic. And a diadem of the ghost.
Frederick William Mayfield the 14th. This scarf is made of new magic. Such creatures as what you just slayed and items dropping from it are something entirely unheard of in all of history. How do you know this?
I know from reading a famous tome on the esoteric knowledge of the unknown goddess. I know a little bit about undead, and this is unlike anything I've ever read about before. And so that is why it appears new and unheard of, because I know my undead lore, and I don't know anything about this thing.
Okay. So you feel confident in saying you know everything about undead lore. Okay?
No,
Oh,
but he believes that.
okay. Excellent.
He feels confident that clearly, if this were something, yeah. Eladamari, this creature is unlike any ghost or specter or banshee I have ever read of. This is something wholly strange. Even in the most esoteric of books, knowledge that my family has sworn to keep secret from the world, that I am now sharing with you in defiance of my father. This creature is unknown to us.
So, about this scarf here. Still waiting for the whole, what the hell is this scarf?
I believe Judge Red just said it's a magic item.
Oh, well,
How do we identify such things in this system?
Only you're capable of spouting lore on it. Or finding a wizard or merchant who is capable of identifying such items.
Did not Frederick just attempt to spout lore?
Yes, but he didn't get a full success.
Oh. D-Red will try.
Excellent. I am looking forward to your failure.
you mean XP? Oh, hey.
Ooh.
Or 10 plus.
Yeah,
Alright.
so I had to tell you something interesting and useful. Yeah, you sense perhaps not holy magic within this scarf, but some form of magic, and it communicates with you through your holy bond to the gods.
Is it
And-
perhaps divine?
It is not divine. So in Dungeon World, there's not like divine and arcane magic so much. There's just cleric spells, druid spells, and there are many types of magic casters, but there's only one wizard. There's only one cleric.
Mm-hmm.
If you wear this scarf, you will be able to tell the living from the dead.
Ooh.
That's a handy ability, actually.
It pierces the veil of illusions around undead. And
He
it
will-
tells you its name. It is known as the Echo Scarf.
The Echo Scarf.
Yes, it's partially sentient.
Ooh.
Red will quickly don it and just peer around,
How do you don this scarf?
tying it around his neck.
All right, you now have a fancy blue ghostly scarf covered in holy oil stains. tied around your neck. It looks a little ridiculous.
So, but does it reveal anything?
You don't see anything different now.
Okay.
You don't see any. Well, there's no living people out there, so you don't see anyone, so you can't be like, oh, that guy was actually undead the whole time.
Okay. But no, like, invisible or, I don't know.
That's not what this does. This tells you
Oh.
if undead are pretending to be living creatures, for instance, like a
Oh,
vampire.
okay. So, do either of you have particular predilections about undead?
I enjoy stabbing them so that they don't cause any harm.
They're bad, right?
I agree. But if one of you were an expert, I may render this scarf unto you.
I'm not.
If somebody tells me it's undead and evil, I stab it. That's the extent of my knowledge on the subject. Yeah. Spent all those years practicing with a spear, not really reading books much, I'm afraid.
I read many books about undead, but I only know... I am no expert. It is not my particular area of expertise. I specialized in the ancient heroes and their lore.
Then I swear to you this day I will use it to slay and destroy the undead.
Excellent. As has just been mentioned in chat, Arthur, is there bubblegum in this world? Because I think I'm clearly out of bubblegum then.
Yeah.
There is no bubblegum in this world.
Oh, the horror!
Yep. I'm afraid I'm out of bubblegum then. There's only one thing left to do.
Yeah. Time to go kick ass.
Yep.
We need to make camp.
Yeah. We should go check
I
on
would
these
like to go
people
look at
around.
Bobby, who has he secured the poor woman?
He has secured the poor woman in the nearby house.
Bobby, behold, we have done good today. We've slain a creature of undeath.
He just peers out the door and he's like,
Is she okay? I ask Bobby.
He says, she's fine, so long as you would say someone being stabbed through the neck is fine.
Yeah, well, you know, this happened to me. You can get better. It takes a while. As long as you don't hit anything vital.
I can be her healer.
That sounds
I
like
can take
a
away
good
her
idea.
pain.
He says, you should do that immediately then.
I will go over and sing my newfound song instead of trying to come up with another lyrics. We'll just go with that. I can be your healer, baby.
No, please.
You literally stole the same one from me. Yeah.
Yes, I did, because I'm not as creative as you, Arthur.
Fine. Just go ahead and... So you're choosing her as the ally and your effect is a heal?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go. Roll up, bounce it to...
Oh, go macros, go.
For the longest time.
Nice 4,
I
bro.
will heal for the longest time.
Apparently you won't. So, yeah, here's what happens. Frederick William Mayfield the 14th, like, starts singing. He reaches down to, like, sing towards this woman. And, like, there's this large explosion of light. There's, like, lots of sound. And then nothing happens. And Mabby looks at you like, you are very incompetent, Frederick William Mayfield the 14th. Explain your inability to control your own magics.
What?
Red, surely you agree with me. You seem like a man with a high moral standing. Why would you travel with a man like this, whose only useful and practical ability, his songs, fail him repeatedly and often?
He has sung highly of me, and I wish to show the people that his words are true.
Such vanity.
How would dare you degrade
Mabby
Nay.
Lee
in front
crosses
of
his
Judge
arms.
Nay.
D. Red himself?
Not
This man is a legend among Taldon.
Should-
Taldor.
Yeah,
if the people should trust in their state and believe in their government, then they should know that the pillars of such state and government are indeed infallible.
He crosses his arms and says,
yeah, that's not always the case, I'm afraid, Dredd.
I'm not Talden.
Hey.
Yeah, governments
Yeah.
do fail, I'm afraid.
Mabby reaches a bro fist out toward Eladamre.
The
Thank
Taldan
you.
state shall always endure, sir. Always.
Not if it keeps up with its horrid bureaucracy and mistreatments of its people.
Hey, I said always.
You're free to your opinions.
Indeed I am.
Actually wish I had a webcam right now because we've been joking about me and being in Iceland. I'm actually eating ice cream at the moment. It's
Oh,
lovely.
that's awesome.
You're cooler than Freddie Jackson sipping a milkshake in a snowstorm. That's right. Musical references all day to day because I'm on the spot. Unlike the bard.
So,
Oh, Arthur. I'm trying. I'm not doing a good job, but I'm.
Aw,
trying.
damn it, Jim. You lost an opportunity. I thought you were going to hit me back with an epic rap. And then
Battle.
you dropped it. You're like, I'm trying. I was like, oh, shit. Is he about to rap? And then you didn't. And I was like, fuck. Come on,
I am
Jim.
far too white for that.
Listen.
why you gotta bring race into this, man?
I've listened to Shannon Z Killer, man. She's
I
fucking white as
have
balls.
too. It's amazing. I'm not Shannon Z Killer.
Dodger doing Marshall Mathers was amazing. When
Dodger
she's like,
started rapping?
yeah, she did it in one of the episodes of Mirror Shade. She's like, whoops, there goes gravity. And I was like, oh, God, it's so bad.
I did not know Dodger started doing the Shannon rap. I only knew about Shannon rapping.
Veers, where is my wine? Veers, let me tell you of the mighty Centauri Empire. Babylon 5 is one of my favorite shows,
Babylon
man.
5 is great.
Once you get past season 1, it's fucking amazing.
Until you get to
Yep.
season 5. I did
It's
not
just
get
like The Wire. It's just like The Wire. Season 1 is horrible.
No,
Everything
season
happens.
1 of The Wire is great. Come
Listen,
on.
season 1 of The Wire is great only because it introduced Omar as a character.
Omar kicked
Hell yeah.
ass. Oh my god.
Season 1. I still defend season 1 of The Wire. Not so willing about Babylon 5, but I still think the Wire season 1 of The Wire sets everything up. You need it.
Yeah, well, when you've got 20 hours of setting everything up, there's a serious problem. But here's the thing. The Wire, the musical, is equally hilarious. Go
Somebody
Google
made that.
sometime.
Sorry, I'm gonna be AFK for a while googling that.
So,
Yeah.
perhaps Frederick, you, and Eldamari, you should check on the townsfolk while I establish a camp for us.
Sounds like a good idea. We'll
All
see
right.
if we can
So here's what
scrounge up
happens
some-
when you say that. Someone comes walking down the street in black robes, and Frederick William Mayfield the 14th. It looks a lot like the robes that Death was wearing when you encountered him at the Black Gates.
Do
They've
they
got a lantern. You can't see their face because it's one of those like bullseye lanterns
Oh,
that only
no.
shows in one direction.
I look at him for a moment. I see him. I freak out. I start looking.
No,
for
no,
my
no.
father.
You don't see the face or hands or anything. You just see
Right.
black.
That's what I'm
robes.
saying. I see death and freak out and immediately start looking around for my father.
Your father's not there.
Good. Then I calm down.
Okay. What do you guys do now that there's someone approaching you, walking down the middle of the street?
worry about
So-
Frederick William Mayfield the 14th for a little bit, and then I say, "Hey, we're
See,
here to
well-
try and help. What exactly went down here? People stabbing one another, fogs of evil. Clearly, something is wrong."
So the lantern holder raises the lantern up to shine it like on your faces with the bullseye part, and then puts it back down and says, "Where's the dead body?" And you can hear it's a woman's voice.
Dead body of.
Do we see a face when the lantern is raised?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a Chilaxian, like pale, dark eyes, dark hair. No facial hair, so probably not a noble. She seems to be like 20.
Plus no facial hair and female and 20. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not sure why you're bringing that up. Anywho,
Taldan nobles all have facial hair, including women.
no, I mean you really?
Yes, it's the mark of Taldan nobility.
Oh God.
Do you react like that in character?
Yeah. I
What
just
is
realized that I walked through a town and every single noblewoman I saw was like, oh, what the hell?
Have you
Yeti.
never seen a bearded woman?
I'm an elf. You really think that thing sort of...
So yeah,
that looks...
the
come on, that looks
lantern-bearing
terrible
woman
on people.
approaches closer while you banter, and she rolls her eyes and says, "I don't have time for this."
I agree.
Where's the dead man?
Go ahead.
So yeah, she like picks up the dead body and slings it over her shoulder, and she's like weighed down by it horribly.
Ma'am.
Hey, before you go,
It is her job. Please let her do her job.
I just wish
Is
to
that her
warn her
job?
not to travel by herself.
Says, "I'll be fine."
Or
Who
either
are
travel
you?
by yourself or travel
I'm
in-
tough.
in three or
Don't
more.
have to worry about me.
yeah, I'm
am
gonna
worried
do
about
so.
your potential traveling companion. If you are in a group of two, you may start trying to kill each other.
I don't need you to come with me. I'm going alone.
Okay. Before this gets out of hand, can we just establish everything? The basics. Greetings, the name is Eladamri. What is your name? If
She
I may
rolls
be
her
so
eyes
bold.
and says, "So, pleasantries then. My name is Gilda Marsh."
Nice to meet you. Why exactly are you hauling off the dead body?
Yeah, so now that she's closer and maybe she like undoes the other parts of the lantern so that the light is less focused and more area, you can see that where once there were probably like patches on this robe, they've been ripped off and then sewn over with just like straight black fabric.
So,
And she says, "I'm the town gravedigger. I'm here to take this dead man. Someone came and told me that he died.
Yeah, he was. It appeared
I
like
don't care
him and
how he
his-
died. His name is Chris Rolst. That's all I need to know."
What exactly is going on in this town? You seem sane. The rest of the town doesn't really seem all that sane.
We're fine. Everyone's fine.
Really? That's why
People
they
are just a
stabbed their...
little on edge.
About the people killing each other? The curse, perhaps?
She's like, "Curse? What curse?"
The one where two people traveling together kill one another.
That's
how do you think
ridiculous.
this person died? Like, examine their neck. Just look.
She's like, "Well, it looks like you got stabbed in the neck by a
Yes.
rapier."
Hold on. Who do you think stabbed him in the neck?
Perhaps his sister?
Exactly. This does not seem odd to you.
No.
What?
Yeah, just blank face. She's just like, "No." They've been having trouble for some time.
What kind of trouble?
Well, for the last few weeks, they've been arguing quite a bit.
Do
They
arguments-
both had a woman they were seeking, a lover. And while they shared much with each other, they began to reveal more and more facts about this lover until one day they pieced together that it was the same woman. And since that day, they've been bitter enemies.
But when we entered town, we saw people like crying and holding their heads and all manner of stuff.
She starts like shifting her weight from one leg to the other, and she goes, "Yes, what of it?"
Does that sound like normal behavior to you?
Yeah, that's completely normal. Listen, I need you to stop hassling me. I need to do my job.
Hold.
Can we at least...
You just say hold.
Well, Red is going to examine her to see if she tends to fit what would be an officiate like an undertaker.
In what way are you doing that?
Her dress, her manner, her speech.
Are you spouting lore about such people, or are you
Yes.
discerning realities about her?
Spouting lore.
Very well, spout such lore.
Spout.
Her robe clearly used to have some religious affiliation.
Used to, but does not now.
Yes, it looks like the patches have been torn out violently, and then
Okay.
like sewn back in with like a black underpatch poorly.
Whom do you report to? For I am the law.
Okay, you have activated I am the law.
Yes.
Make your roll. Eight. What happens on an 8?
They choose one. That's the success. 7+ is all I need.
Alright.
It's just
Paladin on a 7+, they choose one.
Yep.
She starts backing away from you. She's like, I don't have to answer you. And starts fleeing very slowly as she's carrying this several hundred-pound man, and she's very slight.
Red will chase her and tap.
Okay. Okay, yeah. You tap
I'm
on
gonna
her.
walk slowly after her
When you do,
because-
the lantern spills its oil all over the street, and she starts cursing, like, "Ah! It was my lantern, you oaf! Get off of me! Unhand me, or I shall call lawman upon you."
Whom do you think I am?
He is the lawman.
Clearly an insane fool.
You will produce some sort of paperwork or some kind of credential that proves that you are in fact this town's undertaker.
She says, "You think I carry my paperwork with me to pick up bodies?"
Then we
Wouldn't
shall
you
go
at
to
least-
your sheriff or mayor.
Wouldn't you at least have
So
some sort of...
she begins laughing, like actually laughing. She's like, "Ha ha 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 ha! This town hasn't had a sheriff in 2 decades, and the mayor was lynch mobbed 2 weeks ago. They say his violent spirit still wanders the area, attempting to strangle men to death."
And yes, clearly everything in this town is absolutely fine. Yes.
She shrugs her shoulders. She's like, "It happens."
About lore, would Red know where the jail is in this town? Damn.
Shouldn't the Undertaker have some sort of markings of Pharasma or whatever deity you worship
traditional,
around
but
these
not
parts?
necessary.
So yeah, you while you're busy thinking about the jail, she springs back up and just grabs the body and begins moving off again.
He's gonna chase her down and tackle her.
Okay, as you're like chasing her down, she like flips out a butterfly knife and does the whole like shoo, 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 shoo. And she's holding it towards you. She's like, "Listen, just stay back. I don't want to hurt you, but it's clear that you're." Listen, a man can't just tackle a woman in the street. There's something wrong with you. You need
And
to
you
stay
can't
away
just
from
steal
me.
a corpse.
I'm not stealing a corpse. I'm the gravedigger.
Then I will escort you to your local cemetery.
No.
Yes.
No.
I
One
am
of
the
your
law.
companions could, but it's clear that you're some sort of creepy rapist. Stay away from me.
Can I escort her and we can all be through with this? But can you please tell me at least what deity is worshipped here in town? Are you a priest of Pharasma?
Interesting.
Or-
Yeah, okay. So she's like, "I'll talk to you on the way. Just keep your friend away from me."
Good. It's cool.
Oh, he's gonna follow.
How
Maybe
close
behind
are you
you,
going to
but-
follow?
Following nonetheless.
How close are you staying?
Pretty much like within a finger's length of Eldamari.
That's
yeah,
pretty
she doesn't
close.
go anywhere. She just continues holding the knife towards you. And she turns to Eladamre and says, "I'm not going anywhere if he's going to be standing behind me this close. This is some creepy creepster stuff."
What if I stand
You want to
betwixt
wonder?
you?
She starts getting animated. She's like, "You're worried about things being weird in this town, and you travel with a man like this. Are all of you like this?"
No. I'm sorry. We're a little bit on edge after being attacked by a fog that tried to kill us. There's clearly something wrong in this town, and the fact
Yes,
that you...
the thing that's wrong is this man right here.
Uh,
Are you not acknowledging the fact that your mayor just got lynched? People are doing crazy things, and fogs are attacking people. I mean, come on.
I don't know anything about fog attacking people. The mayor was lynched because, well...
Bard, sing her a tale.
of course.
So she was talking, and then you're like, sing her a tale, and she's like,
oh God,
she's like,
guys.
hold, Bard. I don't need you to sing me a tale to woo me to this man. I will never love a man
to woo you. I wish to sing of his glory to you.
She's like, yes, I'm aware. Men such as him have had other weaker men follow them around and sing their tales.
Oh, no.
I have heard the stories of men like Gaston and his shorter companion whose name no one remembers. I don't need someone singing to me to tell me how great he is.
But
He's
you
clearly...
see, this is Judge D. Red.
She's like, listen, I don't want to have to get violent, but very shortly,
let you down. He's
I'm
never
going
to
to
turn around and desert you.
She turns toward Eladamra. She's like, I'm going to start screaming very shortly, and the police are going to come.
He is the law.
I thought you said you didn't have a sheriff, but you do have an active police force. That's good. I turn towards my companions. Guys, you're clearly not making the situation any better. We're talking about setting up a camp. How about you do that? I'll escort this young woman here, try and find out what's been going on in this town, and everything will be fine.
Frederick, go with her. I will make camp.
Yes.
She's like, no, there's no way I'm going with him. He's clearly your toady. I don't want you knowing where I live.
Do I look like a toady to you, ma'am? I have a mustache.
She looks at your ostentatious clothing that you wear and says, yes.
But I point to the mustache again and say, but I have a mustache! You can tell I'm a noble.
She stares you blank face and says, nothing. Because
Red is so used to just his orders being followed, the moment he said that, he's like off making camp. Expecting this to go flawlessly.
You've set an incompetent noble to do this for you. And expect flawless results. Fabulous. Oh, chat knows who Gaston's henchman is. It's LeFaux.
Oh, hey. I'll make you a deal. Frederick, why don't you go help set up camp? And Mobby here, who is clearly...
Oh yeah, Mobby's here. We always forget about Mobby.
Mobby's just standing there with his arms crossed the whole time, and now he's literally like...
Look at
Our 7-foot-tall Mwangi man is constantly being forgotten.
That's because he's always standing behind you. Just off camera. Competent noble. Is there any other kind? Boom.
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly why I'm playing him as such.
So, look, how about if Frederick here, you go and help set up camp, and Mobby comes with me instead.